Second half of this case. First half didn't really have anything crazy quarterback-wise. Had some nice autographs, so like a Malik Neighbors. 4-4 in this second half of the cases. We will run some finest with some chrome, with some other stuff. Whether it's licensed or unlicensed, I'm going to throw in a helmet. We're going to run some random mixers. I'm going to try to run some smaller stuff with finest too. Maybe like divisions or something per box. I don't know. Try to get some more stuff break moving wise, a little bit, fill a little bit quicker. Starting a little bit later tonight. Obviously, we did fill a little bit later, but I was actually looking at health insurance to see. Thinking about just giving this a go full time. I'm stressed and extremely unhappy with my government good job, and I have been for like 6 months. There's stuff going on with my family health-wise that it's not worth the stress. I'd rather stress about falling on my own face than dealing with bullshit at work. I might have some other stuff lined up, but forgot the stands back at the shop because I meant to take pictures but didn't. But let's get rolling. I meant to take pictures and didn't take any pictures. And took the stands with me. I have more stands somewhere in my fucking house, but God only knows where they're at. The shop's kind of coming along. I mean, the shop's open. It's coming along. It's getting there. It's just a matter of a time thing. I'll have to finish a lot of stuff this weekend. Best Buy didn't have all the TVs and shit I needed to finish up the play area part, but it is what it is. I mean, they had them. They just have to wait till the 25th for them to come in, because why would they keep TVs and stuff? Anyways, let's get in the first box here. Team list on the right, over at camera in the bottom left-hand corner. But if I do that, I'll probably be on Fanatics Live from like 6 a.m. to like 4 p.m. every single day. As in me, like not Rodney, like physically me, my lovely face. Be back at night to run Facebook stuff. If stuff fills on Facebook, I'm going to have 2 different spaces so we can always run it as soon as it fills on Facebook if we want to go that route. So I can always passively have Rodney go sit in on Fanatics Live or Dylan or somebody. So like I said, I might give it a go. Kind of hoping for more, oh man, I'll block that for a second. Was hoping more for a little bit more baseball to come out first, but it is what it is. We got Calvin Hill, Archie Griffin, Troy Smith, Chris Long, Newton. We have Spencer Rattler. It looks like he could still be the starter next year if the Saints decide to get rid of Derek Carr. I thought for sure they were going to trade Derek Carr to the Saints. Trade Derek Carr to the Steelers. Or try to. What the fuck is that? There we go. I was going to say. Back-to-back bad top loaders. We have Jatavian Sanders, Kurt Warner, Jim Everett, Howie Long, Polk McMillan, Wiggins, Ricky Williams, Dallas Clark, Pastorini, Bree, Spencer Rattler on the field generals, Bo Jackson, Adrian Peterson, Bob Greasy, Turner, and Brooks, good old Daddy Greasy right there. We have Bucky Irving, and then we got Cooper DeJean. 62 out of 99 on the blue checkerboard. Nice hit there for the Eagles. And the Eagles is going to be Jared Archer, part of the closing team, so gets a little bit of luck on the DeJean there. I mean, Jared Archer pretty much hard carry both halves, him and John Clark. We have 19 out of 325. Luke Kuechly should be in the Hall of Fame. We talk about it every time it comes up because, yeah, there's no reason that and I love Patrick Willis. There's no reason that Patrick Willis is in there and Luke Kuechly isn't. We have Lloyd, Tom Brady on the throwback finest, Earl Campbell, Warren Moon, Ray Lewis, Emmitt Smith. I have Craig Horton, Fred Taylor. We got Chris Long, a podcaster, Super Bowl champion, son of Howie Long. Won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, but we got him in a Rams jersey here, which will say St. Louis on it, but this is going to the Los Angeles Rams. Hey, how you doing, Austin? And then we're going to have Blake Corum, 4 out of 200 on the purple. Also, Rodney's fully set up to start doing all the grading and consignment, so I will work on the form for that tomorrow. We'll start the buy-sell trade group and everything, and we will go from there to really start to push that. We got Brock Bowers, Terrion Arnold, Dante Culpepper, Kurt Warner. We're going to have Chuck Foreman, Roger Craig, McCardell, Tebow, Singletary, what am I talking about? Sims, Jim McMahon, Ladd McConkey on the 71 out of 99 finest debuts. Going to go to the Chargers. On the blue, we have the Chad Johnson checkerboard, Spencer Rattler, Latu, Cooper, Shipley, Neighbors, Chop Robinson, such a good name for a defensive end. Jalen McMillan had a pretty good year at the back end, 79 out of 150 on the blue for the Buccaneers. We have the Dynamos, Jonathan Brooks. We have Latu and Mark Ripon. That's going to be the first hobby box. 97 reminds me, what do you guys think about the Bosa? One of the Bosa's signing wherever he's, I can't remember where he signed at now off the top of my head, but oh, gave up what one of the autographs is going to be. My bad. My bad. Steelers legend there. We got Ray Lewis on the refractor. Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs. 30 out of 49 on the blue checkerboard. We have Caleb Williams on the finest debuts. It'll be a 57 out of 150. Up there for right now, going to the Bears, and then we're going to have the man Tom Brady for the Patriots. I believe it's a case hit if I'm not mistaken. I know back in the day they were like super rare inserts. That's going to go to the Patriots and Billy Allen. And we're going to have the Johnny Wilson for the Jets. My bad, Johnny Wilson for the Eagles, not the Jets. My apologies. For the Eagles, 1 out of 5 on the red. Geometric. Got Chad Johnson on the 31 out of 50 for the Bengals. Good old Chad Ochocinco. On the gold geometric. The Bengals and Brandon Kelly. We have Keon Coleman. Let's see if he can end up being a number 1 this upcoming year. 175 out of 200. I know a lot of people have Shakur as like their second or third wide receiver. I thought he was their number 1 last year, and Keon Coleman's supposed to be that guy. We'll see if he can develop into that. I'm not sold on it, but like I said, it is what it is. We got Brendan Rice for the Chargers on the refractor. That's going to go to Daniel Dooley. For the Giants, we have the finest priorities. 98 out of 99, Malik Neighbors for the New York Giants. Let's go to Nicholas Vitale. So Neighbors in each half of the break. Got Barry Foster for the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 98 out of 99. Blue geometric little throwback. Dude having the one side, this is actually licensed. Obviously it's unlicensed, but it looks licensed because the Steelers don't wear the logo on both sides. There's a preview of what Topps Finest is going to look like in a year and a half. Into the second hobby box. Like I said, if you were in here earlier, my apologies for the lack of stands. I brought them over to the shop and then didn't bring them back. So my apologies on that. got Cade Stover, Johnny Wilson, Andre Reed, Chad Johnson, Earl Campbell. Another Malik Neighbors. 34 out of 150 on the blue for Nicholas and the Giants. Got Mike Vick in the Field Generals for when he played on Atlanta. Jonathan Brooks, Dallas Turner, Newman. Xavier Worthy, Brock Bowers, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Mitchell. J.J. Watt for the Texans. 68 out of 150. Neighbors, Walter Payton, Peyton Manning, Braswell, and Edgerton James. Got Brett Favre, Luke Kuechly, Michael Vick, Adrian Peterson, Corley, Troy Franklin, Rob Gronkowski, Jonathan Brooks, Michael Vick, Lab McConkley, Rice, Coleman, Larry Johnson. We got Bucky Irvin for the Buccaneers on the base autograph. Then go to Nicholas. The sky blue Javon Bullard for the Pack. That's going to go to Brian Thomas. Got Tom Brady on the Field Generals. Spencer Rattler, Warren Moon, and Roger Staubach. We have Arian Foster, Falk, DeJean, Lloyd, Muhsin Muhammad on the Finest Greats. Go to Carolina Panthers. Gonna go to Michael Nolan. We got Bo Nix on the purple. 147 out of 200. Yeah, Dylan Johnson, Aiden Smith, Bucky Irvin, Fred Taylor, Estime, Moss, Rattler, Nix, Troy Aikman, Leggett, Sanders, Brock Bowers. We're going to have Polk and Zach Thomas. And that's going to be the second hobby box on the break. The second Breaker's Delight. The all-time rushing leader Emmitt Smith on the refractor. Michael Pratt. For the Buccaneers on the 8 out of 99, the Field Generals. Got Peyton Manning. On the blue throwback, Topps Team Finest, 142 out of 150. Go to the Colts. Have the oil spill, Sam Hartman for the Commanders. Could he be the next Kirk Cousins? Is Jaden Daniels going to get hurt this year and it's going to be him? He's going to be like Kirk Cousins. We have Lenny Moore for the Colts. 75 out of 99. Obviously, he was part of the Baltimore Colts. Michael Irvin on the purple checkerboard. 22 out of 75. Cocaine not included. We have Eli Manning on the blue. 142 out of 150. Another guy I think should be in the Hall of Fame. 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 2-time Super Bowl winner, like 10th all-time in passing, top 10. I mean, I think he should be in. Just my opinion. We have Lab McConkey for the Chargers on the base autograph. Go to Daniel Dooley. We have Polk on the blue, 12 out of 99 for the Patriots. And then what I thought was Barry Sanders whenever I opened the pack, but it's Billy Sims. Another Detroit running back that wears number 20. And that's going to be the refractor for the Lions. I mean, I think anybody would prefer a JD oil spill right now. I was just making a joke because it's kind of the last time they picked a guy in the first round and then picked another guy later on in the draft that were both rookies. It was RG3 and Kirk Cousins. We do have a Leaf Vivid baseball break that has like 6 teams left. We want to get that filled up. We got Dallas Turner, Jonathan Brooks, Bucky Irvin, Polk McMillan. I have Chris Jenkins for the Bengals on the light blue, 39 out of 325. Field Generals, Warren Moon, Fred Taylor, Drake May. I have Benson, Ray Lewis, Emmett Smith, Morton Taylor, Greasy, Pearsall, Mitchell, Matt Hasselbeck, Edgerrin James. We have Sam Hartman, Shipley, Malik Neighbors, Chop Robinson, Foreman. We're going to have Jimbo Covert for the Chicago Bears. Good old Jimbo. Offensive lineman for the Bears. Going to Jared. We're going to have Trey Benson for the Cardinals on the blue checkerboard, 81 out of 99. Got Bucky Irvin on the finest debuts, Ray Lewis, Murphy II, Andre Reed, Chad Johnson, Campbell, Everett, Latu, Cooper, Jaworski. Brett Favre, Brock Bowers on the finest debuts, 13 out of 75 on the green. We have Luke Kuechly, Refrigerator Perry, Caleb Williams, Mitchell, Stover, Johnny Wilson, Andre Reed, Danny Amendola. 147 out of 200 on the purple. Got Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Dynamos. Field Generals Dan Marino, Michael Vick, Jim Kelly, Craig, Mick Cardell, Tebow, Mike Singletary, and finest prodigies, Bo Nix for the Denver Broncos. On the base, finest prodigies. They sit there. Jared Archer getting rewarded with taking on them quarterback teams with a Bo Nix right there. Stephen Davis, Malik Neighbors, Dallas Turner, Brett Favre, and Joe Alt. Stephen Davis on the 40 out of 50. Refractor Drake May. We have the Topps Finest Dynamos, 6 out of 99. Chad Johnson and the Bengals. And the Bengals jerseys are pretty hideous if you take away the stripes. We're going to have Tom Brady, 98 out of 125 on the purple. Topps Team Finest for the Bucks. Got Randy Moss, 22 out of 25 on the gold geometric. Oh. Got Bruce Smith on the 62 out of 99 blue geometric. Frank Gore Jr. on the purple checkerboard. See if he can have the longevity that his father had. We have Smith for the Eagles, 115 out of 325 on the sky blue. What do you mean you have to take the base? I mean, we can just not put it in your package if you don't want the base. You don't have to take it. We have Latu for the Colts. Let me sit there for Brian Cox. Johnny Wilson on the 6 out of 50 for the Eagles on the gold geometric. We have Josh Cribbs for the Browns, 22 out of 99 on the blue geometric. If you don't want the base, I can let Austin and Tyler know, or Austin. I can let Dylan and Tyler know, and then they just won't put it in there. You don't want your base. Man, there's only grown men that come to the shop that like Pokemon. Like I said in the very beginning, seriously thinking about leaving my government job and just running the card shop and breaks full time, which would include me being on Fanatics Live probably 10 hours a day. But like I was saying, is if everything there'll still be a ton of stuff posted on Facebook. But if we fill anything, I can always break it like right away if we fill it and I'm at the shop. So I don't know. That's something that makes it more enticing to fill things. Like almost you fill it, it's gonna break right away if I'm at the shop, because there's gonna be different rooms where like I have 2 different rooms for breaking. So there's gonna be a Facebook setup and then the Fanatics Live setup. So if I'm live on Fanatics Live, I can always have Rodney step in and keep it warm while I break something on Facebook, kind of thing. So. Alright, we got Ricky Williams, Dallas Clark, Calvin Hill, Griffin, Troy Smith, Drake May on the purple. 31 out of 250. For the Patriots. Matt Hasselbeck on the Field Generals, Frank Gore Jr., Morton, Watt, Brooks, Bucky Irvin, Polk, McMillan, Wiggins. We're going to have Dylan Johnson for the Titans. 12 out of 250. Wait a second. Let me some more top orders. Ooh. Got Frank Gore Jr. on the Dynamos. Billy Sims, Spencer Rattler, Dan Marino, Morton, Taylor, Greasy, Turner, Bucky Irving, and Brett Favre. 60 out of 125 on the purple. Also, Topps Chrome Black Star Wars came out today. I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot about it. I'll post a break of it tomorrow. We have Tom Brady, Leggett, Fred Taylor, Lawrence Taylor, McCardle, Tebow, Singletary, Lewis, Emmitt Smith, Braylon Trice. It's going to be for the Atlanta Falcons. Edge rusher. Charles Morgan. Lassiter. 71 out of 250 on the purple. Jonathan Brooks on the finest debuts. Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, Smith, Malik Neighbors, Chop Robinson, Foreman, Roger Craig. Just talked about him earlier. Patrick Willis, 72 out of 99 on the finest greats. Hall of Famer, blue checkerboard. Talking about how if he's in the Hall of Fame, Luke Kuechly should be in the Hall of Fame. Literally just talking about that. We have Randy Moss, 304 out of 325 on the light blue. Got Spencer Rattler, gold, Greasy, Corley, Everett, Latu, Cooper, Shipley, Rice. We got Todd Heat for the Ravens. It's going to be a 17 out of 25. No, the Marvel never filled, Bo. You talking about the X-Men? Yeah, never filled. We got Mitchell, Jerry Rice, Kurt Warner, and Blake Corum. If you paid for it, let me know, and I'll send you a refund. If you were in it. But yeah, no, like Rob Gervin and the other guy, no one paid. But no, the X-Men Finest did not fill. All right, last box of the break. Good luck to everybody. Oh, I don't know who the redemptions are. Anybody good in the redemptions? Is that like a guaranteed monster? Got Murphy the second on the refractor. We have the Latu. 2 out of 20 on the black for the Colts. We're going to get Mitchell for the Colts on the finest Dynamos. 5 out of 150. Spencer Rattler on the Green Field Generals, 71 out of 75. I still think this Field Generals insert is just nasty. We got Todd Heap, 4 out of 10 on the red geometric. Got Bucky Irvin on the gold geometric, 45 out of 50. For the Bucks. We have Brendan Rice on the 178 out of 200 for the Chargers. We got Frank Gore Jr. for the Bills on the base. Jacob Cowing, 6 out of 99 on the blue geometric. $49ers, and then we have the man that everyone wants to chase when they get some product. The big dog, pretty much a Roman Reigns right now of NFL cards. Jaden Daniels, rookie finest autograph. I sit there for Jared. Gets rewarded for pretty much, like I said, hard carrying. I mean, there's other people that definitely got some teams, but definitely grabbed the biggest teams in the break over and over again. So nice JD there, buddy. Appreciate you again and everything. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. We have Brendan Rice out of 200 on the blue, Bucky Irvin on the gold, Todd Heap on the red out of 10. Green Field General, Spencer Rattler. I still think this is like probably the best insert. Like, the best insert that they made in this set. Like, I just think it looks so clean. I mean, obviously, I got a soft spot for stencil writing, right? So, we have Mitchell on the Dynamos. We have Latu on the black, Todd Heap on the green, Randy Moss on the light blue, Lassiter on the purple, Favre on the purple, Johnson on the light blue, Drake May on the purple, Caleb Williams on the finest debuts blue. We have Smith on the light blue, Gore Jr. on the purple. We're going to have the blue geometric Smith. We have Randy Moss on the gold geometric, Tom Brady on the purple, Chad Johnson on the Dynamo, Steven Davis on the gold, Amendola on the purple. We have Brock Bowers on the green finest debuts. We have Trey Benson on the blue checkerboard, Jenkins on the sky blue, Eli Manning on the blue. We have Michael Irvin on the purple checkerboard. We have Lenny Moore on the geometric, Peyton Manning on the blue Topps team finest. We're going to have the field generals, Michael Pratt, Bo Nix on the purple, Bullard on the sky blue, J.J. Watt on the purple checkerboard, Malik Neighbors on the blue, Keon Coleman on the blue, Chad Johnson on the gold geometric. We have Xavier Worthy on the blue checkerboard, McMillan on the blue, finest debuts, Ladd McConkey. On the blue, we have Blake Corum on the purple, Luke Kuechly in the sky blue, and Spencer Rattler on the purple checkerboard. I will say that I think that no one really talks about him. I think Blake Corum could end up being a really good player, too, if we're being honest. I feel like he kind of goes way under the radar for rookies. We're going to have Jacob Cowing on the blue on the autograph. We have Frank Gore on the base autograph, Trice on the base autograph, Josh Cribbs on the blue geometric, Johnny Wilson on the gold geometric. We're going to have Latu on the base autograph, Jimbo Covert on the Topps Finest throwback auto. We have Billy Sims on the refractor, Jalen Polk on the blue geometric, Ladd McConkey on the base. We have Musim Muhammad on the finest greats. We have Barry Foster on the throwback Topps Finest blue geometric. Cooper DeJean on the checkerboard blue out of 99. We have Chris Long on the refractor. Oil Spill Sam Hartman. We're going to have Bucky Irving on the base. Rice on the base. We have Malik Neighbors on the finest prodigies out of 99 for the Giants. We have finest greats Patrick Willis out of 99. Johnny Wilson 1 out of 5 on the red geometric. The man Tom Brady. Cheater is what he is. We have Bo Nix on the finest prodigies and Jaden Daniels on the rookie finest autograph. I was going to say, Tom Brady's the reason the Steelers don't have like 8 Super Bowls, 9 Super Bowls. Fucking guy. Anyways, that's the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. Pretty good break, I'd say. Probably going to try to come back with some smaller breaks, probably random teams. I might actually do pick your team smaller breaks. Obviously, the quarterback teams are still going to be pretty expensive, but at least they might be able to get like minied if I have to, if they're like 150. And you got to mini it. I mean, $15 for 10 is no, that would be Rodney's, man. Like, but yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Mike, you need to bring in them damn evolutions so I can grade them for you. Actually, Mike, you need to bring in all your extra cards that are not in your binder and grade them so you can sell them and then buy more Pokemon from me. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Be safe. Everyone, hey, congratulations. Like I said, we might see some changes to the group in the sense of like I might be doing it full time. Still not decided. Like I said, kind of gave my reasons in the beginning. Kind of just trying to see if it's a possibility. But I appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Or later tonight if need fills. But probably tomorrow. Star Wars, Topps Chrome Black. The greatest. The best. You'll want to get in it. I was going to say, we'll post that tomorrow.